Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpacktrader trading room for Wednesday, April 26th, 2023. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right, put that aside for the crude oil inventory report later on this morning. A little less than 4 minutes to go to open. So let's take a look at crude. Crude picks up its first trade. The short goes too far. So we get a long that doesn't trigger. Second short here at 902.01. 76.44 triggers in. Targets 1 and 2. 13 and 21. 34 ticks. One and done session. Crude getting back on track after a couple of tough days. Yesterday, definitely a tough day, losing two mini sessions. Unleaded, we get a long that just misses money management. Stops and reverses to short, and that takes a full stop. So we're down full stop plus a small loss on the stop and reverse. We go from 422 to 399 for the stop and reverse. 23 ticks, 46, and then we take 67 plus 5, 72, 144 tick loss on the short stop out. Good morning, Aaron. Please do say hello in the chat, as that's the only way I know who's in the room in the morning. So we're looking for more trades. 46 and 144. That's 109, down 190. So we got a ways to go on unleaded. And that's 190 for target 1 or target 2 traders with a trailer. Under 2 minutes. The YM is in a get in sync short, although it's come within 3 ticks of money management. And it looks like if we pull back up, it's a rejection at the 200. Pound Aussie. We had a long trade set up at 757.05. Finally came and right around 9 o'clock, triggered in right around 9 o'clock. Get in sync and has now gone through all 4 targets. And the stop is at 899 from an entry at 886. $15, $25, $35, and $44 for the targets. So 40, 75, 119 pips already. Short trade on soybeans. And the YM stops out of the long trade. It did hit money management, or rather out of the short trade. So that trade is off the books at the moment. Looking for a new trade on the YM. the Russell with a that one is too fast to catch on the Russell. If you look, it's 1, 3, 4 seconds to target 1 and continuing on up. So that one's not a possibility. That one's too fast to trade. 903 for the pound Aussie stop. And you can take the 906. Actually, 904 would be the stop, or the short trade would be 904, since it is a stop you're looking at, or 903, either one. So far, either one is holding. YM still flat. Soybeans hitting target 1. That'll be a one and done session there. Lots of time to get in that. That's a 6-tick minimum target. So we'll see where it goes from there. Okay, if you'd used 904, you would be out of the pound Aussie trade. If you stuck with the 903 for the trailing stop, looks like you survived it by 1 tick. And stop is still at 03 if that's what you used. On the pound Aussie. Stop on soybeans is at 14.19 flat. And looks like we just hit target 2 for another 10 ticks. YM with a short trade. Good morning, Miles. Good morning, Arizona Bob. Stop still at 19 flat on soybeans. And the YM triggering in. See if we can, it's got to come back through the 200 to get to target 1. Money management is at 690, target at 686, getting very close. And the Russell stopping out of its trade. And let's see, balance line is 89155. We did get over it, so 155 less 2 pips is 135, so 13 is our stop, and looks like we got as low as 128, so we stop out at 13 on the trailer on the pound Aussie. YM bouncing off the 200 and coming back to test it again. Money management, move your stops. Trying to work down through the 200. On the YM. And there it is, target achieved, as well as money management. So that will be a one and done session. 36 tick target, trailer at 713 now. And soybean stops out at the 1419 for 2 additional ticks, target 3 in trailing positions. So we pick up 18 ticks this morning on one trade. And the Russell in a long trade. This wick definitely indicates we got into the trade, and it is started to trail already. It's a little bit larger trade, but not much. And looks like that we did hit target of 1.7, target 1 rather. So that is a break-even stop out. Unleaded in a long trade that's going the wrong way. Getting close to the full stop on unleaded. $7.01 for the YM stop. That's going to be a one and done this morning. Still have the trailing position in play. And unleaded stops out. Difficult day on unleaded. That's a 58 tick risk. 116 tick loss puts us down 306. YM stopping out. So soybeans and the YM one and done. Crude 9 a.m. was one and done. The Russell picks up a break even, now has a short setup. Let's look in on Micro NQ and see what it's doing. Start time is right in this point. That got awfully close to target 1. I would not get in sync with that when it pulls back. Actually, it looks like it challenged it came within 1 tick of the stop and has come back to hit target 1. So we're at least break even. I personally wouldn't have taken that trade. Actually, I would have taken it when it came back, failed to hit the stop and came back down. So I would have gotten in sync right over here rather than with it going up here. So we're in the short on the Micro NQ. Nothing new on unleaded. So pound Aussie, YM, soybeans, 10 a.m. crude, all done. New long trade, that cancels the short on the Micro Russell. 57.6 at the session high. I'd push that up a tick. 57.7 or even 57.8. Because you've already got a swing level there. Good morning, Don. And approaching target 2 on the Micro NQ. We not quite, haven't quite gotten there on the Micro NQ. Russell not triggering, as I said. I would be at 57.8. Looks like that up move pre-market is kind of fizzling out. I'd make it break that session high by a couple of ticks. And we've still got another 15 minutes before the crude 10 a.m. crude mini session. Actually, no 10 a.m. mini session today. We've got the 10:30 inventory report. And the long is canceled. A new short setup on the Micro NQ. Good morning, Pamela. Almost triggering the Micro NQ. And it looks like it might have. 53.4. Yep, it touched it. So we should be short on the Russell, micro Russell. And didn't we stop out? 926 flat. Nope. One tick from the stop on the micro NQ. And there it goes, stopping out for break even on the micro NQ. New trade at 929 and a quarter. And that just triggered in. So the Russell is short, the micro NQ is long. On opposite tracks at the moment. Russell target 1, and that should be enough. That should definitely be our 14 ticks. Yeah, it was 14 to the target. Yeah, we had a little wick there on that one. So we are at stop at break even 53.3. Making target 2, but and we do get a stop out on the micro NQ. So one break even, one full stop on the micro NQ. And the Russell will be no worse than break even on its second trade. First trade was a break even. Then we went through 2 that didn't trigger. And there is a break even stop out. So 2 break evens on the Russell, a break even and a full loss on the micro NQ. Check in on unleaded, see what it's doing. Unfortunately, we had a squeeze zone short there that was filtered. That would have been nicely successful. But such is life. That's a shame, but we know we hit the entry first and then the stop, so that's definitely a full stop out on the micro NQ and appropriately not being tracked. It wouldn't have been tracked even if it was valid, because price hit both the entry and the stop on the same bar. All 3 of our market indices fairly close to their session open. Russell and the YM definitely going into consolidation. MNQ is not sure which way it's going to go. Looks like it wants to run one way or the other, but not sure which way that is. Bit wider ranging, but still basically moving pretty much sideways. Soybeans getting kind of pretty noisy right now as well. Short setup on the Micro Russell. 50.4. Micro Russell pushing down and Micro NQ pushing up. Micro Russell just triggered in. Hit the stop before the entry, so that is a valid trade. This is one that won't be tracked, but we should be in. So we touched the stop and then came back down to the entry as we were watching that one. Target 1, 12 ticks. We've gone the 2 ticks beyond it. So that is going to be 50.3 for the stop. And that survives so far. There's target 2. Nothing to do there. Target 3 is our first. And there are targets 3 and 4. Win number 2. Actually, that's our first win after a couple of break-evens. And it's not even being tracked. That's a shame. But EMA is at 48.3, so that puts us at 48, or 49.1 actually with key level. I think we're trailing 6. Yep, trail offset ticks is 6. So yeah, 49.1 is where our trailer sits at the moment. And there it is, stop out at 49.1. So targets 3 and 4 and 49.1 for the trailer. Entry was at 50.4, 13 ticks on the trailer. So 1.3 points, 2.7 points to target 3. That's 3.4 to target 4, 6.4 points on that trade. Micro NQ still looking for its next trade. Unleaded, still nothing there either. All right. Pound Aussie hitting money management on the short. That's, of course, we are already POQ, so not participating in that. So the Russell with a new short. 45.4. Target's 1.2, so we'll need 2 ticks beyond target 1 to come to break even. Micro Russell and the YM both with a bit of a downward push here. Micro NQ with an upward push and then a small pullback, so we'll see what's going now. All three seem to be trying to push upward, and there's a full stop out on the Russell. So we have 2 break evens, a win, and a loss. So we will go 6 trades again this morning. Micro NQ giving us a break even and a loss, so looking for something better there. Long trade on the Micro NQs, triggering in 62.25, 62 and a quarter. Long trade on the Russell as well. Don't know if we could have gotten in that yet or not. I wasn't watching that chart when that set up. Now 2 seconds on the first bar. And all right, that's a stop on the Micro Russell. Let's analyze that one and see if we need to see if that is another loss. Entry, stop. and the time, and then we go to a 4-second bar. Okay, there's the entry up here. There's one 4-second bar, two 4-second bars. So at 8 seconds we were here. Yep, should be in that. It's had another 4-second and touched it again. So that, I'm afraid, is a full loss. So 2 losses on 5 trades. And another loss on the micro NQ, unfortunately. So that is 2 losses there as well. Let's see if we picked up anything off of unleaded. Not yet. It's moving, but unfortunately it's moving without us. Soybeans just a mess, back and forth. Good that we got our one and done in before things got to be too messy. Pound Aussie through target 1 on the short trade that we're not participating in and trailing. Micro Russell and Micro NQ are both flat now, as is unleaded gas, although unleaded may, if it gets an up bar and gets above that balance line, we get a long trade here. Questions, comments, discussion. And a short trade on the Micro NQ. Almost a minute old now. And a stop out. Will that be... Okay, let's examine that one, see if that's loss number 3. That will end the session. Yep, that's definitely an entry on the short side before going back and stopping out. So that is a loss. That ends the MNQ session this morning. So we'll go back and look at unleaded and unleaded did pick up the long trade. $54 tick risk, 43 to target 1, 66 to target 2. At this point, we're just trying to mitigate the loss. Crude down under $76 a barrel. Unleaded trying to push through the 20 SMA. And there it goes. Now we see if we can get through that previous swing high. We did get a close above the 20 SMA, so 50 is up, still above target 2, so that's actually good news for us. Even if it's a reaction trade, if we can get target up to target 2, it'll be at least reasonably successful. And it looks like we got to close right at 5,300, just shy of money management. Actually, looks like it. Yep, looks like it gave us money management because there's our trailing stop at 274. And this trailing stop now at 278 or 9. It's 278 now. Oh, 282 now. And through target 1. So and through target 2. Target 1 traders pick up 43. Target 2 traders pick up 66. Target 2 now down 240. Looks like 289 for the current stop. And the Russell with a short. Oh my goodness. Stops out at 50.1 for a 2-tick loss times 3 positions. We got to money management, break to our money management key. We got a major key level adjustment and stopped out there. And that ends the session, trade number 6. So pretty even. I'd say a very close to a break-even session on the Russell. Actually, no, the Russell probably was slightly negative. We had 1 win, 2 losses, and 3 break-evens. right, 314 for the unleaded stop. Crude making a push back up over $76. And bringing unleaded along with it. Unleaded still right at the 50 EMA, just over the 50 EMA. Crude right at its 50 EMA. Stop now at 324. So 324 from 273, 51 ticks on the trailer so far. Now we're up to 348. And 359. Stop, trailing stop now beyond target 2. $59 and 27, $79.86. So under 200 tick loss now on both target 1 and target 2 for target 1 and target 2 traders. 262, 273. $100 ticks on the trailer. Down to just 100, down 140 for target 2. 163. For target 1 traders. Coming closer. This is trade number 4, so we can take a couple more trades after this. And stopping out at, looks like, yep, stopping out at 73, so the 100 ticks. Down 140 for target 2 traders, 163 for target 1 traders. And it's time to close it down and get ready for the crude oil inventory report. Crude moving back and forth quite a fair amount this morning, so we'll see what the inventory report brings us. But I will be back in roughly 10 to 12 minutes, and we'll see what happens with the crude inventory report. So I see everybody back in about 12 minutes.